Good, what's good, what's good, what's good? Welcome to D Smith. Let's discuss. Welcome to today's session. I have a video. I love the series that Moxie approved does. Soulja Boy, the greatest of all cap. He may be more cap than Fat Joe. Now we all know. Well, I know Fat Joe is a big liar. Soulja Boy might got him beat. But once again, shout out to Moxie approved for this. He did Snoop Dogg, Fat Joe, some other people. Go check out his channel. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. But let's react to this video, man.
Era transitioning from physical CDs to MP3s. No longer would MTV appearances or magazine spreads be enough for an artist to keep his name relevant. For social media, even the biggest artists would have to adapt their ways to a new form of relevancy. Who would have thought that a 17-year-old would pioneer several ways to keep their name uttered by brands, ranging from TMZ to your everyday bloggers, without producing a hit for years? But what happens when one dedicates their creativity to clout, making their music secondary only to make way for a culture they will cultivate where almost anything is fair as long as it results in likes and views?
I'm gonna show you how to troll.
This is the story of an artist who lost their momentum of innovation and were forced to implement tactics of deceit.
Why you think you got an Instagram? That's me.
Sudden betrayal.
People saying, oh, he beefing for publicity. It's a publicity stunt. He's reaching. What kind of publicity I need?
Creating chaos just for clout.
Stop bringing my daughter into this.
Only to one day become a victim of his own invention.
We don't know nothing about undercovers. I don't know.
He was green. I loved it. I loved it.
Creating an era of cap so legendary that their entire career would benefit from it. When others would get buried by it.
Why they wanted to beat him up, he says he doesn't know for sure the reason.
I'm hearing different stories. I'm hearing it had something to do with Soulja Boy.
Becoming the pioneer of everything.
I created Nicki Minaj Twitter for her. I introduced y'all to the internet. I was the first artist to work with the Migos.
While at the same time, pioneering nothing at all.
What that song was, I'm like, damn. Shot his ass again.
This is the story of Soulja Boy, the greatest of all cap. Hailing from Mississippi by the way of Atlanta, DeAndre Cortez Wade would have humble beginnings, starting off in a studio crafted by his father. But music wouldn't be the only element lighting a fire for the young Cortez. As being the creator of the cap era, it would only be right that the beginnings would shape around it.
Alright, big time, I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying?
His career would begin in a time that the industry was transitioning to peer-to-peer sharing, where users could download entire albums through torrents. At the time, 50 Cent was at the latter end of his historic run, but his name still garnered downloads. Soulja would name his files New 50 Cent Song, which got him tons of downloads daily. Being powered by SoundClick, the youngin was getting paid per click, at one point netting the team over $10,000 a day, figuring out an algorithm before it was even created. His work would make it to the higher-ups who were looking for their slice of the pie, signing with Collie Park Music, who would officially release Soulja Boy's biggest hit yet, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em Crank That. The song would be a hit powered by his catchy hook with a legendary Crank That dance. It would sit on top of the Billboard charts for 7 consecutive weeks, making the team the talk of the industry. But everyone would not be impressed by the achievement. The track on its own would usher in a new era where the lyrics would be of less importance. What's significant would be the theme and the dance. Hip-hop was in its ringtone phase, and one hip-hop icon had something to say about it.
Fuck Soulja Boy. Eat it. This single-handedly killed hip-hop. Soulja Boy.
Ice-T would speak out for many, stating the music would set hip-hop on a lyricless pace.
Let me talk about Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, I know you're young enough to be my kid. you single-handedly kill hip-hop, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't fucking from it. All that is such garbage. You can't do that, man. We came all the way from Rakim, okay? We came all the way from DOS Effects. Came all the way flowing like Big Daddy Kane and Ice Cube. And you come to that Superman. But get your money, man. I ain't tripping. Fix bikes or something.
What would follow will be the first social media beef that would also be the early stages of hip-hop's ongoing youth versus old head war that still thrives today. Soulja will respond with what many say was the first stream.
So I just did 2 videos about old heads or ageism in hip hop, man. So this was going back, shit, what, 10, 15, 20 years ago?
From a hip hop artist.
We came all the way from Rakim, okay? We came all.
Man, God, that. Look at here. This nigga Ice-T old as. This nigga old enough to be my great grandfather. Like, he's the forefather of my nigga. This nigga born, man. This nigga born in 1950. You must understand. This shit is different. When you was born, you was still driving in wood cars.
What Ice-T realized is the old way of doing things was on its way out.
The biggest mistake I made with commenting on Soulja Boy, because I got kind of caught out there because the new rap came and the new rap was so odd to me and stuff like that. I regret it because first off, now when I look back at it, music is taste and it's also age brackets. So when Soulja Boy and them are 18, 16, 17, how am I in my 40s, 50s supposed to really relate to what they're singing about?
On its way in would be a low vibrational era that would allow not just artists, but entertainers of all sorts cap their way to recognition.
Somebody get Soulja Boy real.
Ice-T wouldn't be the only icon he would spar with.
Nas would have never said hip hop is dead. Would have never thought it was dead. No. I'm saying they would have never had that terminology.
Years ahead of his time, he would be the first rapper to troll Nas.
You come out and say hip hop is dead, and you do hip hop, but you don't cut your lunch. We go in the studio, nigga. That is.
Were you smoking when you said you better than Nas?
I might have been a little bit, but as far as let's get this right. I'm way more influential than Nas, and I don't care what nobody say.
Before we go too far in this video, please do me one small favor and apply pressure to that subscribe button. Soon after Cortez's rise to the top, his fall would begin almost immediately, as he would fail to replicate the success of Crank That, while the industry progressed with tons of hits equipped with dances that would follow. No one knows the exact moment he would discover that Cap would be the way to go for him, but he would pick an interesting way to express these powers at a high level, creating what we call plays, which individuals would create a storyline filled with all sorts of Cap, introducing the term clout chasing. The wrestling community was built on such tactics. Who else would be better to pull off this performance than with a peer of his, who the two shared similar stories of utmost success at a young age, Lil Bow Wow. What started off as just flexing will continue on to be the first Capathon held online.
On another note, man, Bow Wow. Lamborghini Moss. Is that what they call you? Real shit. If you say you get money like you say you get money and you push your Lambos, put your pink slip on the table. First out your pop, all your websites take that blood up.
Looking back, at some point in the scheme, one of them must have took things too far, messing the entire play up.
See that Lambo right there, man? If I lose to you, I give you my pink slip, you can have them. Buy me another one. Put your Lambo up on the line. Do your doors do that, little? Huh? Little DeAndre Wayne, this what you really want, little? Listen, man. This is how we gonna do this, little. You riding with it in your passenger seat. Don't no dude ride my passenger seat. Only women ride in the passenger seat. So I said, I watched this video, and I was like, man, you know, little dude, damn, he's snapping, man. He was calling me a little. He about that tall to me, man. He shut up, like, oh, he looking down there. So he was like, look, I was like, listen. Then he was showing his Lambo. He was talking about Ariel come work for him and all that. So I was like, okay. Let me tell y'all something. Fact one,
That's not Bow Wow's Lamborghini. Two, even if he wanted to put the pink slip up for the Lamborghini, and one, he couldn't give me the car because the car not his. I'm gonna show y'all some right there. Y'all PK with it. Rapper Bow Wow gets exposed. Appears to be flossing in a rented Lamborghini. Oh my God. Damn, Bow Wow. They got you looking bad on here too. Look at my top dropping and all that shit. Show your papers. Show that you paid for it cash, or show that it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep this real short and simple and sweet. There's so many ways I could have went about the situation with DeAndre Ramon Wade. I don't even refer to the little Soulja Boy. I just call him DeAndre. Because at the end of the day, you do not own the Murcielago. Alright? And that's what all the bloggers, that's what everybody gonna say, Soulja Boy, until you get a Murcielago. For any I didn't think that my Lambo is rented, you crazy. So I'm gonna tell you like this. You want my paperwork? Here go my paperwork right here. Purchase date 11/20/2006. It's in my name, Shy Gregory Moss. It's your boy Soulja Boy. Tell him, man, Bow Wow, you up. All started his games, you know what I'm saying?
The telling part of this feud is Soulja Boy acts like Bow Wow was forcing him to explain some shooting he was involved in. A genius move that'll pay off later.
But you know that's a personal shit, man. I already told you the whole situation went down with it. You know what I'm saying? I told you this drain on my crib. I told you to check for my jewels, dog. You knew it, bro.
He then threatens to bootleg Bow Wow's album.
Got that brand new album, the whole album, put this shit free download. Y'all can have it. You don't joke about real ass life situations, dog. Life and death situations.
The whole ordeal will place Bow Wow's response in the video meme Hall of Fame.
Hey, dog, this is the difference between you and I. You can't end my career, man. You can't. I work hard. I work over hard. I've been working since you was even thought of. When them dudes ran in your house, who was the first dude that called you? Me. What did I tell you? I said, Soulja, all you gotta do is stop talking that BS that you talking in your freestyles. Quote unquote say you gonna end my career? See? Now you stepping out of your lane once again, so I might have to smack that.
Then Bow Wow will become the very first rapper Soulja Boy would call gay.
Man, you know you heard you got in the
To this day, no one definitively knows if this beef was real, but lean more toward the entire fiasco being a play, as the two would continue to collab throughout their career, even battling each other in the verses. After 2008, more artists would spawn, producing classic hits, each one making Soulja Boy an afterthought. Part of the reason Soulja Boy is looked at as jester because he lacked the same level up as others, but what made him godly with lies is he replaced leveling up with cap. Maybe this is the moment DeAndre will figure out the last time his name was mentioned was with Cap. This is where the transformation would take hold, and Soulja's Cap legacy would firmly begin. The greatest of all Cap would have one of the most slick ways.
Hey, he needed to do a story on a Cap story on Drake. He needed to do a Cap story on Drake.
Nosediving into his new Cap persona, attempting to destroy Quavo from Migos' entire image for the sake of his own.
Everybody tweet my page. I'm about to call this Quavo.
Though the two sides collabed before, this was different than Bow Wow.
Quavo, you a sucker, duck ass, lame man. And you know that. You know you can't whoop me one-on-one with the hands? Who? With Big Soulja?
Quavo would show he's not the one to play with. It started when Soulja would go live claiming he was disrespected by Quavo over a feature.
Show y'all, cause everybody like, man, Soulja Boy, you tripping, you playing. Nah, y'all think I'm playing, I'm dead ass serious. Hey, Quavo, I text you the address, nigga. I thought we were gonna do the one-on-one fight for words stuff.
This would only be the beginning. He would follow it with a diss track that was slap, but comes off as overzealous.
Quavo said he wants to be with me. Quavo, Migos, pulling your block with the trigger.
He would then proceed to take things to the next level by claiming he snatched Quavo's chain.
Now, if you want to know why Soulja Boy's claiming that he just snatched Quavo's chain, it's because,
I don't even remember all this.
This will be quickly debunked by Quavo, not only showing his chain still in possession, but also putting two and two together. Figuring out Soulja just showed a picture of a replica chain held by one of his associates who let Soulja borrow it for an IG pic.
Jose Guapo, who was kicking it with that weeks back before he beefed with Yachty, before he beefed with Quavo, and basically Jose Guapo let him wear the chain. He took a bunch of pictures of him kicking it for a couple of days.
The cat was so bad, it supposedly got Sean Kingston's ass beat just for being associated with Soulja.
You guys posted a story about Sean Kingston allegedly getting beaten up by the Migos recently. The fight was apparently broken up when a friend of Sean's pulled a gun and fired a warning shot.
Can't keep up with mine down. No, where's that? Big up. I said, can't keep up with mine down. I'm off to some way.
Kingston says he was tricked into meeting up with them outside.
They FaceTime me, come outside, let's talk like men. I miss you, let's chop it up, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I went outside, there was no talking. It was people, they just started jumping on me, started throwing punches. I didn't have a chance to put my set up, I didn't have a chance to do nothing.
Why they wanted to beat him up, he says he doesn't know for sure the reason.
I'm hearing different stories. I'm hearing it has something to do with Soulja Boy.
One ass whooping was not enough to stop the highness of hoax. The Pinocchio Prince showed potential early, finally mixing trolling with cap.
Soulja Boy, man, just saying good morning to all the fans. Spent $6 million for the new penthouse.
He would claim to be the new owner of a luxurious bachelor pad.
10 bad things like this all day.
This would happen during an era YouTubers would begin to monetize exposing rappers. His cap would be called when a young, hungry content creator, DJ Academics, would connect the dots.
Now, Soulja Boy, again, he's been guilty of so many counts of fraud. And they quickly realized that the penthouse he claimed he dropped $6 million on, no, he didn't drop $6 million on it. Actually, bro, it's a rental off Airbnb. You could get it for the low, $868 a night.
Hey, public service announcement, Academics, you a...
But man, with Soulja Boy going his bag for the next one, he would continue to set the internet on fire with the industry's very first cap story.
All I hear is boom, real loud. Instantly stop the music. I just hear it. When I hear doom. Partner say, man, who the f is crib? Hey, Rat, pass me the pistol.
Soulja Boy's infamous home invasion tale.
I told this nigga man on the crib.
My nigga run to the front door. I hop out and start shooting. Pow, 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 pow. Shot. Pow, shot his ass. Pow, 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 pow. All ran out the door, they ran out the door. Just on the floor.
And that pissed me off for him didn't even tell me that to my face.
Okay, so when he told you that, what happened next?
I slapped him.
What made this cap legendary was not only his delivery, but the fact that we all found out there was some truth to it.
But when he came out, people were like, oh, that's not true, that's not true. But then the guy who got shot called me and did an interview. You know, although his story did differ somewhat from what Soulja Boy said. How much did it differ? I mean, he claimed he slapped him before he got shot. He slapped Soulja Boy. Yeah. So that's actually worse.
But a real cap artist is never set with the pure truth. Why? When you can always add exaggerations.
Take his mask off his head. Looked at it, saw who it was. I'm like, damn. Shot his ass again.
The lies were in legacy form. Chris Brown will be the next one on the list after checking Soulja Boy for liking an IG pic of his then girlfriend Karuchi.
Hey, Chris Brown, you a... When I see you, I'm gonna beat the fuck out you. You think you hard because you hit Rihanna, because you beat Rihanna up? Do that to me. The f wrong with you? You gonna call my phone on FaceTime talking about some, oh, why you like Karuchi pictures on Instagram, man? Why you like Karuchi pictures on Instagram? When I see you, I'm gonna catch the fade.
The two would have cap in common, both claiming to be from Compton's Fruittown Pyrus.
No. It's not f***ing happening. I just f***ing woke up. Text me, I'm screenshot said, yo, Soulja. Continuously called me on FaceTime. He probably want to squash it because he know I'm serious.
Soulja would start early, becoming the first rapper to bring up family members in online beef.
You can do all that, but one thing you gotta stop doing, my nigga, be real with you. Stop bringing my daughter into this. Stop saying shit about my f***ing daughter, bro.
The greatest of all cap would take this debate to the streets, where the two would prove who's the realest fake Pyru.
Yeah, Fruittown Pyru, I am from Fruittown Pyru. I'm about to go to the hood right now and film my hood. You can't come to my hood.
It's over with.
Soulja would up the ante. He was ready to show the world he was an official Fruittown Pirate.
Shit.
It seemed he had all his contacts in order and was ready for the rollout, except everyone did not get the memo.
Hey! Oh, Hold on.
Soulja Boy was never seen in Compton again.
Yeah, go get a blunt, blood. Go get a blunt.
This would quickly escalate into talks of a celebrity match where each will be trained by professional boxers, with soldiers being Floyd Mayweather.
Champ, what we gonna do? Promotions.
I'm gonna get the money.
The biggest fight of the century.
We gotta get the money.
Floyd would have his chance to see what he's working with.
People saying, oh, you beefing for publicity. It's the publicity stunt. He's reaching.
Look at Floyd's face. Look at his
And of
face.
course, he will be in the presence of legendary Cap.
And you're from Atlanta. And I asked him, like, how you guys from neighborhood out here in LA?
Soulja would definitely have the stories of a fighter with the knuckles of a babysitter.
I've been gangbanging since I was 11 years old. I've been fighting niggas my whole life. I've been knocking niggas out since high school. You know what I'm saying? In front of the whole school. Laying unconscious face first on the ground, so this ain't nothing new to me. You see what I'm saying?
The beef would end with a Cap draw, with both artists backing out.
And number two, I bought it out of this Soulja Boy fight. I'm gonna tell you why, because it was a legit thing on a positive scale. All the wrong people got in the way, the middlemen people got in the way.
At this point, most artists would disappear, but this would only be used as momentum for the greatest of all Cap, who was set to pull one of his biggest moves yet. Like many Cap artists to follow, Soulja would have his breakout moment that would captivate the internet with meme for months.
Why did you walk through the hood that time, nigga? The whole, it's who said Big Soulja in front of the hood?
Who said Big Soulja in front of the hood, man? Now, that's my hood for real.
The chosen stage would be the Breakfast Club, where he would put on quite a show. This was one of the highest levels of Cap ever shown in history.
Go through some of your most famous lies, right?
Lies or lies?
Not even a flinch when asked to address obvious lies.
You announced you had a $400 million deal with the World Poker
Facts, nigga, what is what?
You said it was an $80 million a year contract for 5 years for in-flight gaming.
I still got the contract right now. What you talking about?
The company said it turned out it was just shares that were valued at $2.5 million.
Well, millions is millions, my baby. Millions is millions, my baby.
One of his main points would be the thievery of his work.
You're being Drake, the biggest rapper in the world.
Drake?
He would work his way through all the laughs and doubts and point out another Drake flaw that he rarely gets credit for, on how Drake stole several flows from Soulja.
You taught Drake everything he knows.
Y'all didn't hear Drake on his first song? Tell me what's really going on. Drizzy Drake back in his thing already. What's that? That's Soulja!
Shit. Speak to the phone.
He copied my whole fucking flow!
Word for word, bar for bar.
I'm getting so far. I ain't with this song since I was 18. I look so good. I ain't with this girl since I was 18. Apologize if I say anything I don't mean. Excuse me if I say.
Hey, this ain't nothing new. Drake stealing shit. This ain't nothing new. Hey, Moxie, you have to do a Cap story on, oh boy, your boy Drake, man. You have to do it.
A couple things that I don't mean.
Something replicated many times by Drake with other artists. But what will place him in Cap history will be what followed next. What would seem like all Cap will be anything but, laced with morsels of truth.
I was the first artist on YouTube. Quavo made Travis Scott at my house.
Which would have the internet arguing for months.
I was the first artist to work with the Migos. I'm the reason why it's Apple Music and Spotify. I'm the reason there's Lil Pump. Why you think you got an Instagram? That's me.
This would mutate into the first rapper to do challenge.
Soulja Boy was actually the first rapper ever to have an iPhone, and it was given to him by Steve Jobs himself. Soulja Boy was the first rapper ever to make a reaction video on YouTube. Soulja Boy was the first rapper ever to go to Icebox. Believe it or not, Soulja Boy was the first rapper ever to make an album on FL Studio in 2007. Soulja Boy was the first rapper ever to make a dance viral on the internet.
Though, of course, many would dispute that.
Soulja Boy claims to be the first rapper to do a lot of things. but I smell some cap. He claims he was the first rapper on Twitch, and with a very small amount of research, I found that Soulja's first stream was in June of 2020, and rapper Danny Brown joined the platform 4 years earlier in 2016. He claims that Steve Jobs, or as he calls him, the man from Apple, hand-delivered him the first iPhone.
I'm about to shoot a 3. I'm the first rapper to shoot a 3 at SeaWorld. Jordan!
Soulja Boy, I'm the first rapper to fuck up my kitchen and get it renovated. First rapper to have a pit bull and a Frenchie be best friends. First rappers with the Krispy Kreme popcorn collab.
First rapper to legitimately get caught buying jewels that's fugazi.
Soulja, man. Middle of the... Not big Soulja. Hell no, man. Not big Soulja. Middle of the... Ain't no way. This is the key out the Soulja Boy there.
Yeah.
And is any of this jewelry red?
Some of my selling silver ones are.
Is any of these red diamonds?
No.
No diamonds.
I do have another kiosk for that.
You have another kiosk. The Soulja Boy was at this kiosk, wasn't he?
Yes.
And this is where he bought the jewelry, right?
He bought it in this one and also the Goldsmith.
His chain would eventually turn on Soulja Boy and try to make a run for it mid-show.
Jumper, if you don't shut your bitch up, nigga, stop posting me on your blog with this random. I had on tennis chains, nigga. I had on too many chains, first of all. I had on tennis chains. This motherfucker ain't too heavy for this, for me. Use it, nigga. When I get to LA, we're gonna do the interview, nigga. Get up.
In 2019, Soulja would go on a run.
No, you just trying to play me like I was. No, she was like, y'all think Soulja Boy got money in the bank and y'all think, yo, are you crazy? Because I'm trying to think I got something like this. Because I'm a fucking bonafide, so I'm trying to be a billionaire.
Interview after interview, finding a way to take no losses, showing future Cap Kings how to maneuver.
He didn't take that line. He didn't take that line from Shawty Lo, he took it from Soulja Boy. I know he took it from, he told me. Stupid. So why he took a line from you and you took the same line from the... I'm fat as...
Any name mentioned next to his, no matter how big, would fill his wrath.
Soulja Boy top 5 as far as to what we are.
This shit getting sadder and sadder, man.
Yeah, you know, it's like taking off your album. Any nervous? No.
Verse wasn't hard, nigga. Who the f*** you think you talking? Everything that come out my motherfucking mouth is hard, nigga.
DeAndre was back.
I had the biggest comeback of 2018, nigga.
With his name running the blogs for days, he would use this opportunity to openly state he has the biggest comeback of rap.
Up here talking about Tiger. Tiger had the biggest. Man, get the fuck out of here. Thought it was over with for me. After that Chris Brown, after that Migos, y'all tried to count me out, nigga. I ain't forgot about this.
In a new era, and not only rap but social media as a whole was firmly set. One could now be the talk of the town without any hits on the billboard. In some cases, any talent at all. But wait, Cap is a talent now. Maybe it was the weight of the Cap world depending on him to revolutionize buffoonery that got him. But things began to change about DeAndre Cortez. Maybe things didn't change, but rather became a little too obvious about Soulja Boy's demeanor. In the midst of this story, you might have noticed the possible presence of some kind of narcotic. This will be openly addressed by now incarcerated Casanova.
You screamed at a lady, you bug her out, homie. You bug out.
When he almost smacked fire from the young boy.
You got all over your face, you bug out, you lie, you snack, I understand. But you bug out, homie. I'm not worried about it.
Who knows? Maybe cocaine helped fuel half this story.
You might hit the female. I'm not gonna touch the female. Why you scaring the female?
One of the misnomers of Soulja Boy would be how his music fell off. Part of the problem is at some point musically he began to follow instead of lead.
How you go from this?
No more dances and silly glasses, just violence.
To this.
The crowds begin to dwindle away past previous lows. But whatever it was, Soulja would be almost solely responsible for an entire shit show sector on YouTube where not just capping, but now plays would become prevalent.
I once robbed my whole jet.
Go like on pump. Hey, listen. Hold on, what's up?
without a gun. Like, yo, everybody give me your coats, give me your Walkmans, give me your this. Some of the kids I was actually cool with.
Probably one of the best at it will be the Unk of Cap, Charleston White.
Put out some money though, nigga. Put out some money. Pull up. I'll hit you in your goddamn head.
Though a late addition to the era of Cap, Charleston would create his own lane in the path provided by Soulja of treading ever so low that one would be willing to disrespect another's relatives just for the traffic it could create. This being dead or alive.
Pow! That nigga shot your son in the head, boy, on the line. Pow! Goddamn it, y'all get a big shot. I remember how you and Marlo were crying.
Charleston would have his chance to run one of the most epic plays online with the greatest of all Cap himself. The encounter would take place in Miami and would be defined by a simple bottle of mace.
Oh! Hey, I hit that mother one more time just for goodness sake. That Soulja Boy said, what the f***? Put out some pepper spray and sprayed it in the air. Nigga, nigga sprayed it in a circle. Said, man, you, I mean, say, bro, you maced me. Scary ass.
The caveat to the story will be the charges Charleston threatened to pursue, making it believable.
Say, I'm pressing charges against Soulja Boy homeboy. I got my people contacted at Atlanta District Attorney. The rappers have threatened to ban me. They got videos with guns threatening my life and everything. I'm finna see if I can get them niggas a RICO case.
The Cap story worked and will keep both names running headlines for days. But at the price of what? Soulja Boy had officially went from an artist with a #1 Billboard record to a mere content creator provoking online beefs with 50-year-olds. But he did it all for the Cap.
I'm trying to be a billionaire.
What happens next equates to the ever so popular quote, what goes around comes around, when his next venture would start related to the Kendrick and Drake beef, but somehow end on some gay shit. In 2024, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef was high in octane, with Metro Boomin being part of the illustrious 20v1. By the way, which was also started by Soulja. For whatever reason, a tweet from 2012 would resurface that pretty much was a young, up-and-coming Metro Boomin who devalued Soulja's name. No matter it being over 10 years ago, it would be highly unlikely that he wouldn't use it for some kind of clout. So of course, IG it was.
Y'all niggas secretly hating on me, nigga. My whole career, niggas was 2012. So that means in 2012, you was a big. At 24 hours, little boy. Little bitty boy.
But this would go far past clout chasing. This time, it was different.
Well, I'm gonna show you how to troll a nigga, boy.
One thing's for sure, it wasn't no play. To confirm this, 21 Savage would enter the conversation hot. Soulja would show how he felt about it, crossing the line and tell Metro's mother Happy Mother's Day. Problem is, Metro's mother had passed years earlier, giving up the ghost during a murder-suicide in 2022. The greatest would admit going too far, triggering a wave of rebuttals from peers, one being that of Meek Mill, who would call Cap on Soulja Boy's gangster tactics.
How mad I get when I see niggas hating on me, bro. That's how mad I get. You feel me? But that still ain't no fucking excuse though. But I gotta be a good role model to my young niggas. Good role model to my fans, you feel what I'm saying? Simple, bro. Y'all niggas ain't about to be looking at this shit thinking shit like that cool, cause it ain't.
DeAndre would stick to his apology to Metro Boomin, but certainly not for Meek.
Meek Mill, mind your fucking business, nigga. Ain't
who Soulja Boy had it out for, being one of the first rappers Nicki will be seen with after her split with Meek. This time, he will find a heavy interest in Meek doings with P. Diddy. In fact, he would express what everyone was thinking about when one sentence from the Diddy files that spoke of a Philly rapper, Meek, would have no choice but to take it on the chin, pun intended.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen!
Look at Nicki face, man. That motherfucker look higher than that thing. God damn.
To his apology to Metro Boomin, but certainly not for Meek.
Meek Mill, mind your fucking business, nigga. Ain't
who Soulja Boy had it out for, being one of the first rappers Nicki will be seen with after her split with Meek. This time, he will find a heavy interest in Meek doings with P. Diddy. In fact, he would express what everyone was thinking about when one sentence from the Diddy files that spoke of a Philly rapper, Meek, will have no choice but to take it on the chin, pun intended.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers?
That's wild, man.
In the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no.
What would seem to turn into a simple dub from the greatest of Cap will ultimately backfire when one gloomy evening, YouTuber Tasha K will host a guest who would throw a wrench into things. Hollywood actor William DeBattis will go on to claim Soulja Boy was the very person he claimed Meek was.
He was for me. I loved it. I loved it. I had some Louis. It was Louis. It was everything, and it was perfect. And he was like, "Take this, you white." Like he could, like he was very like into like the race play stuff.
Soulja would place it on everything but Fruittown Pyru, and nothing of the sorts ever occurred.
That is not true, bro. Nah, if that don't do it for y'all, I don't know what y'all want me to say.
Cap Kings usually fall victim to their own arsenal. Soulja would now have the illustrious DL tag placed next to his name besides the cap. This time, Cortez wouldn't pick up the Draco. Instead, he would call his lawyers to threaten to sue over the gossip talk.
Everybody getting sued, what? On my mama, nigga. Me, on my life, everybody getting sued, man.
Reasons for outing DeAndre. William will point to the hypocrisy Soulja showed referencing Meek.
If they are part of my community, whatever they do is their business, but that's not right. That's not right to take shots at somebody by using like the gay narrative, thinking that that's like what they said, that's like the pop calling the kettle black.
His name would take definite damage.
What you say about your Soulja Boy? What you say about your Soulja Boy? Oh, me and Soulja Boy the same.
Meanwhile, the show must go on. Cortez would take his mastery of Cap to the big stage where lies have run amok. The cryptocurrency market where Cortez would proceed to create over 60 tokens and 16 NFTs, mostly all ending in rug pulls, where the developers would take most of the money while leaving token buyers in shambles. His history of crypto Cap would gain him an invitation by none other than Donald Trump himself to perform at the Crypto Ball with other high-profile Cap Kings, such as Snoop Dogg and Rick Ross.
That's that crypto, see? They let a real crip up in the Crypto Ball. Bang, bang.
They would all stand in unison against an angry black community looking for blood from anyone siding with Orange Man. Soulja's career was on the ropes.
Kamal ain't never put no money in my pockets, nigga. Trump put money in my pockets, nigga. Just trying to say something about me performing at the Crypto Ball party. Did Kamal come up?
From pop stars, gang-banging R&B artists, to even gay personalities, it was apparent Soulja had to move like one now, leading to another run-in with authorities.
In Los Angeles, rapper Soulja Boy is facing a weapons charge.
He will get hemmed up on a typical weapons charge, once again stifling his own future.
Police say the rapper was a passenger in a car they pulled over. Soulja Boy's real name is DeAndre Cortez Way was then arrested. LAPD officers said he was booked for being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm.
But no matter the case, from his antics, not only music, but social media as a whole is forever changed. Eventually, old heads will get what the Cap Goat was doing and want their portion of traffic.
Why would they give you? You ain't got no clothing company, no nothing. All you got is a singing ass daughter and a dead rapping ass son. Why would they give you $100 million?
Right now, someone's watching this, hoping that they too can one day become a Cap King as well. To that person, I would say, well, you have your work cut out for you. In a culture ripe with unfiltered personality.
So shout out to Moxie Pro. All these videos, I'm gonna eventually react to all these. I already did the game. Jim Jones, Fat Joe, Snoop Dogg, you guys are next, man. Let me know what you think. Welcome to the session. Like, comment, subscribe, and hype this video if you like it, man. Go to Moxie Pro channel. I'm out of here.